Hi everyone!
Hi!
Welcome to our new video here from New Orleans. We didn't even check in our flat, but we couldn't wait to start to explore the city.
New Orleans is famous for its French Quarter, jazz music and also amazing, beautiful buildings.
Our first destination here in New Orleans is the Garden District, where we are now at the moment. But don't worry, we are going also to the really famous areas like the French District. This will be probably tomorrow, so make sure to subscribe, to like, so you won't miss any of our videos, and stay longer watching this video so you will visit everything around New Orleans.
As we were saying, New Orleans is famous for its beautiful buildings, and especially this Garden District, which is also famous for beautiful oak trees. And the building behind me was actually built in 1860, so it's quite old, but it's still really beautiful. And I was saying just to Igor, one day I want to live in a house like this. I'm so excited and happy to be here.
We can see that. One day when we solve the whole world and are retired, I can imagine that we sit like a balcony like this one and enjoy the life. New Orleans is also famous for the Mardi Gras festival. It takes place around the Carnival, so about February, March, and during this season you give like your necklaces to other people, and each color has a different meaning, like hope, justice, health and other positive things.
Guys, this one's for sale.
It's a sign, Sara.
But this is definitely a sign for us. The Garden District used to be a plantation long time ago, and when the French Quarter started to be a little bit too crowded with a lot of immigrants, the wealthy Americans didn't want to live among them. So they started to buying parcels here in the Garden District and building a house. It was in 1830, so the houses behind me are actually from 19th century. It is called Garden District because, again, long time ago the parcels here were really big and they had a really amazing and beautiful gardens.
In this beautiful Garden District used to live, or still live, some really famous people like Sandra Bullock, Nicolas Cage or John Goodman.
Some spooky fact about New Orleans. New Orleans is also known for its cemeteries, and we are standing in the front of probably the most famous one, Lafayette Cemetery number 1. And it is so popular because of the style of the cemetery, so the tombs are actually above the ground and it is like European style. And this cemetery has buried about 7,000 people.
There's one thing I probably never told you about. I'm also a restaurant owner, as you can see here. This one was the initially built restaurant for the Eiffel Tower, but because it was too heavy, they left it here and built a new one for Eiffel Tower. Today on our list is the famous French Quarter, and we started in Bourbon Street. Honestly, it's terrifying.
Quite terrifying, yeah.
Because it stinks and so many people are drunk and we didn't feel well at all. But now we are going to the other area, which would be hopefully better and more family friendly.
So Bourbon Street was definitely not our thing. But if you're gonna walk a little bit further, a few streets further, the place looks really nice.
And here it is, the famous La Branche house right behind me. We weren't so sure if we passed already the house because so many houses look really similar. But this is the one you probably know from all the pictures here from New Orleans.
Or is it this one? We are still not sure. We are staying in front of Café de Monde, which is one of the oldest cafes here in New Orleans. And French-style cafe, and we've got our baguettes. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but it looks like this, and it is absolutely delicious. I already had 2 of them. We are on Jackson Square. On my right side you see beautiful basilica, and on my left side you see fountain and also some statue of a war hero here from New Orleans.
What we really like about the United States so far is that like every state is different. We've been to Miami already, and it's like a totally different country, totally different world than here in New Orleans. Miami, everything was high life with these colorful houses, and here you have this French style. And we have still some other states in front of us, and we can't wait to see the difference also there.
We are standing right next to steamboat on Mississippi River, and this boat is one of these things which wherever you see, you already know it is from New Orleans. We went to Cafe Beignet to get another beignet, as we learned to pronounce it now. And this one was even better than the one from Cafe de Monde. So once you're gonna be here, you definitely need to check out both and let us know which one did you like better.
We are back at the Bourbon Street now in the afternoon, and I have to admit it's a little bit different than it was in the morning. There are still some strange people around. But but you see also families and other people, couples, children, so it makes a little bit a different feeling. And I can understand why people like it, and some party already started here around, so it's quite a crazy area. Right now we are at the Royal Street, and it's like a different world compared to the Bourbon Street, because Bourbon Street is quite loud with a lot of people and party and everything, and Royal Street, here where we are at the moment, it's really
quiet,
calm and quiet. And when you go further, you have some shops and coffees and some souvenir shops, but it's probably also the best street here. So it's interesting how here in the French Quarter you have like 2 worlds, one next to the other. Once you are here, don't miss to visit also the Canal Street, which divides the French Quarter with the more modern part of New Orleans.
Today we are doing something what I wanted to see for a long time. I saw it in many movies before, and we are going to Oak Alley Plantation, and we are pretty excited about it. A guided tour on the big house at Oak Alley Plantation, and it was really amazing experience. I don't know, did you like it?
Yes, I liked it.
I really loved it.
Our guide explained like everything, all the details, and they concentrated on the first and the last owner of this big house.
It was a plantation of the sugar cane, so 220 people, slaves, used to work in here.
Here next to the big house where the owner lived, you have also like the whole area with some wood houses where the slaves lived, and you see also how they lived and some names and what kind of slaves they were. Also, What's also important to mention is that not every owner who lived here, who owned this area, had also its slaves. So some of them were just interested in the whole land here for some other businesses, and also when the slavery was forbidden, there were still people, still owners who lived here from all around the world. So it's not the only part of the history here, but probably the most important one. We are at our next destination here in New Orleans, and this time it's City Park, and it was once again Sara's idea. Also, according to the internet, it's even bigger than the Central Park in New York.
So 3 times bigger, I read it somewhere.
The entrance to this park is in general for free, but there are like different areas like a botanical garden, a sculpture garden, and some of them may also cost something. So depending on where you want to go, you may have to pay a few dollars, but in general the whole area is more or less for free, and you can enjoy really much for $0.
We are at the Oak Grove here in City Park, and let me explain you something about the oaks. There are many types of oaks. The one we saw today in the morning at the Oak Alley by the plantation are different type than those you see behind me. Those you see behind me got really small leaves and like hanging flowers. That's why they're so specific here for the Louisiana. At least this is what I think, because I saw them in many movies before, and this was my dream to see them alive. This is it, guys. We are already in New City. We will still not tell you where are we, so you can subscribe to our channel. And
you have also no idea, because the wall could be everywhere, and it's not Peru. Even if it's llama, it's there.
So if you did like our vlog, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. And we're gonna see you next one. Bye.
Bye.